I love these pieces, Mr. Hinojosa. They're sealing to the floor. And you were saying these were from cement and mantage?
What?
What was the mixture that you used for this?
I did my own.
Your
My
media?
own, yes. Sand and paper. I mean sand and paint and plaster.
Is this, would you say that's Mayan?
Yeah, it's.
Or-
I love Indian history, and there's supposed to be a fight between the Aztec and the Inca.
Okay.
Once in a while, they'd fight different tribes and decided to do something like this. Came up with this idea of doing them, and I've done many of those. I've sold many of those in a different technique. Instead of painting, I decided to make it sort of like embossed into that. Or not embossed, but just I have that, and I spray the thing, the plaster on top of it.
Wait, is it a stencil you made then? Was it a stencil that you made?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's a
And then you
stencil.
sprayed the,
Yes.
oh, it's sprayed.
Yes, I sprayed it. Yes.
Oh, wow. How long ago did you make this one?
About 16. Oh, but no, that about 12 years ago.
Were you going to install them somewhere else, or did you?
I did sell a lot of this in some in Corpus. There was they were renovating some buildings, and they placed this on each floor as you kind of as you go into the building. They on the entrance to each building, on each floor, they put some of this by the. It was by the entrance of each building, and this is what they did.
And how
Each
did
floor, of each floor.
how did you become involved with it?
Well, they knew about me, and they asked me if I could do something about decorating each floor, or repetition of each floor
Mm-hmm.
of something, and I showed them what I had. They said, yes, go ahead and use those. So I did.
And where was it installed again? I'm sorry.
On each floor,
Of what?
I don't remember the name of the building. There's about 5 floors, and at each floor
Mhm.
is on the entrance of each floor
Mm-hmm.
is like this elevator goes up, you get down, and you can see each one of them.
Oh, okay. Was that where?
In Corpus.
In Corpus. Thank you. And then I'll let you come in here and we can turn around here. So this technique that you used and this mixture you used for these panels, what did your professors tell you?
I came up with this idea and came up with doing this type of embossed technique, and they really liked it. They were very surprised that I came up with something new like this. They've never seen something, well, nobody's ever done something like this before. I just got the idea and did it. They liked it a lot.
I like how the size of it too, like a lot of your work, you have real small
Mm-hmm.
and then you go real big, you
Yes.
know. Some of the pieces I've done, like, I don't know, I feel now I can try to maybe start doing bigger pieces because it's fun, but it's like, whoa, I don't have space for it. That's the thing. It's like finding the space.
Yeah.
But this is good. Like, I have to find some wall space somewhere and just maybe use that as a guide. So you're inspiring me already.
Good.
And you did mention earlier this one's your favorite piece here.
Yes.
Tell us why.
Well, I'm a Catholic, and I like the place where it says, "Give us our daily bread." El pan de cada día dándole hoy. To me, my daily bread was tortillas de harina, and that's what I made, flour tortillas, which is something there was people trying to buy it from me, and I didn't want to sell it because I think it was something very close to what I feel, and I kind of made up distance. Jesus up in heaven, just not throwing the tortillas at us, but just letting us have the flour tortillas. And it's up in the air on the little, well, the waves there. And that was my version. My teachers really loved that, professors.
Oh, this is the one we saw in your study.
Yes, and I put color into that one.
Mm-hmm. I hadn't really done a study or comparison of black and white and color, but just looking at the one in your study and then comparing it and looking at this one that you've colored, it brings out more emotion when you have the colors.
Yes. I put red and yeah.
It brings out more emotion with the
Yes.
color, which isn't something I had really thought of before.
Yeah.
Because you see work in black and white and you just see it as what it is, right? But I think when you do add the color, it does bring out more emotion. Or it did for me, I should say.
The color really adds. Well, humans, we're crazy about color.
Mm-hmm.
Color means so much to us.
Ruins of a great culture. Black ink on drawing paper. I like your mat that it's covered with the burlap.
Yes.
Los
Pescadores.
Pescadores. And this one is 2 out of 100 prints. And will you explain what they're doing?
As a young man, young kid, we used to pick cotton a lot. A lot of people here in South Texas, that was part of the thing that people did. And it's like I'm from people that had land, and they used to pick cotton. We used to get together, and as a youngster and teenager, we would go out there and pick cotton, and it was tiring. It used to be hauling all those bags of at the end of the at the end of the cotton, we'd stop and stretch and put it in our backs and take it to the truck and weigh it. And they pay us according to how much it was weighed. It was worth, I guess, the weight.
Mm-hmm. How many years were you picking cotton?
Oh, when I was a teenager, until I was about 15 years. And then I became a painter.
Did your dad pick cotton? Or your mom?
My dad.
Your dad?
Well, my dad had a ranch. His father did, so they had cotton pickers. And then, of course, now when I was young,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of liked that. So I went out there and picked cotton. Truck would come pick us up, and then bring us back. And make a little money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it was your dad's cotton field?
No, it wasn't. This time, there was cotton fields all around Alice, Jim Wells. So there were.
Still are?
Yeah, there was trucks that would come pick you up,
Mm-hmm.
and they took care of you. They pick up the cotton, put it in their truck, and go sell it, and come back and come leave us back at the house. We call them troqueros. We call them troqueros because of the trucks. But it was fun, and it was hard. It was very hard. In the afternoons, the sun was very, very hot, and you could see all kinds of people picking cotton, from young people to older ladies and men picking cotton, because it was in the summertime, so it was extra money for everybody. And of course, my older sister would take us, and the last Friday, when we made on Fridays, it was not for ourselves, but for our clothing and stuff like this, because we'd buy new clothes and shoes for school.
Mm-hmm.
So we made a little money. Of course, the rest of the money was from mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
But it was fun. It was hot.
Yeah. Still hot.
Still hot.
But now you have those big cotton harvester machines.
Oh yes,
or
now
whatever.
you don't see
Yeah.
those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there was nice, beautiful cotton. Oh yes.
When we would drive through there, through the field, or through the roads, we passed by the fields, I was like, oh, is it snowing? When I was younger, not knowing. And they're flowering right now.
Yes.
So we'll see after all this rain.
Right. I hope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. They're just green right now, and then after a while, it's going to be nice and white.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing.
My grandmother picked cotton, but I couldn't tell you if that was in Benavides or San Diego or where.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can find out. We'll see.
Well, there were big cotton all over the place here,
Mm-hmm.
all the way up to San Diego and Robstown, close to Corpus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did your brothers do that, or
No, my sister would take us.
your sister would take you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My
But were you
brother,
the
myself-
only one?
My
that
sister,
picked?
myself, and my little brother.
Oh, okay. So 3 of you
Yeah.
picked cotton
Yeah.
for summer.
My sister was much older than I was, so she was the boss.
So here you have this one. Oil on masonite. This one doesn't have a year on it. When did you paint this?
That was when I was in high school.
I like to see the name. And you saw this?
Yeah, I was on Main Street in Dallas, and I went through by this place, and this, well, it was a well, and this guy was, we were cutting hair. And I saw this by the window. I saw this black person, young guy, holding his, I guess it was some kind of a.
Like his brush box?
It was a brush. It was a brush. Trying to get the attention to the guys, and he was being ignored. And he kind of got me. It was just ignoring him, and it really hit me. I said, I need to do something like that, and I did it very quickly. I came over and I did it very quickly. They were just trying to make a little buck. And
did you know the people at all?
no.
Where were they in town?
On Main Street here in
Main Street,
Alice,
downtown?
there was They were cutting his hair, I guess. Yeah.
So the black man was cutting hair, or?
No, I think he worked there shining shoes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a barber shop.
Oh, okay.
Barbershop, and he was just trying to get somebody, or trying to get the man there. He was holding the brush up as getting him if he wanted after he left or when he was there or something. And I felt bad.
And you painted this at school?
No, I came home and I painted it
Oh,
here.
okay. But
Yeah.
you took it to school, or no? Did it ever make it to school?
No,
or?
I never took it to home. No.
Oh, okay. You just
I should have, but I didn't.
you were a teenager and you had painted it here at home. Oh,
yes.
okay. Did you talk to your parents about it? Did they ask you?
I showed it to them, and I explained to them. So they were wondering why I painted this just in 2 colors. I said, well, it was just, that's the way I felt like doing it.
Yeah. Well, it definitely has a.
It just hit me.
A stressing,
Yes.
I mean, considering, we are in the South, and we know about the racism and
Yes.
and those types of things growing up around here, and some things that we have read about. So it definitely, your choice in color, it does evoke that mood. That it's a concerning mood.
Because most of my paintings are realistic, and but this time I wanted something very different, something striking, I guess.
Yeah. Because it's upsetting.
Yes.
It's upsetting.
Yes.
And you see that, and your lines here are very,
Yeah.
straight and angular, and then your dark colors,
That's the way I felt when I saw that. It just hit me. I guess
Do you recall about how long it took you to paint it?
maybe a day. I did it very quickly, very quickly.
We do a lot of things right quickly when we're angry.
Yes, yes.
But at least you got it out in this way, and not in in another kind of way.
It wasn't very detailed.
No, but it adds to it too.
Yes.
Because that's anyone's face. Those are anyone's face, but.
Because there's no fine details. I just did it. But I was still having that disgust, I guess.
The sad thing too around here too is just, well, I'm probably across America too. The classism too. So it's not just the color of your skin, but it's how much money do you have, or.
That's right.
And nowadays, for me, it's like, you can't eat money.
That's right.
You can't eat money. But yeah, that is very, very striking. Can lead the way. We're heading to Mr. Hinojosa's studio on the side of his home. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I got it. I'll just bring this way. Catarino Garza, he was the first man to fight for social justice for Mexican Americans. He was an insurgent, not a bandido. He had thousands of followers, lost the battles in the 1890s, but his struggles continue today. He helped forge a transnational society that at a century later is stronger than ever. George Eliot. Stood up to Porfirio Diaz, Texas Rangers, Mexican American armies, and the one that kept writing and writing until his death.
He left the United States. A lot of people loved him. This is when I read that he had left the United States to go fight for other people in South America.
Hmm. And these you're drawing in or painting? Is that black ink or?
Yeah, I guess the ink that could be colored later on. The Trinity, Jesus, God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit.
And what media did you use here? What medium? Is it charcoal? Or?
Charcoal.
And who is this? Is it just an image or?
Yeah, just a cowboy, Mexican cowboy, and it's not finished yet.
Let's see if I can get over here. Is that plexiglass that you painted this one on?
Yes.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I like how, it's like the stained glass effect. Oh, and I see this one, he had it enlarged.
Yes.
Will you tell us the story of this piece here?
Yes, this is about cotton picking. Cotton picking, like at not sundown, but really in the afternoon. And to me, cotton picking is something was very important to me. It was part of my life, and a lot of people here in South Texas made a living at doing that. So I kind of felt that I should make a sculpture. You can send this up outside in a little thing, and I wanted to know that they very early in the morning they started until at noon, and then of course very late in the afternoon, and that's what it meant, the sun from sun up to sundown, or almost sun up sundown, and working and going all the way up to the end of the age of the planting, and then come back, and they're carrying the bags, and they fill them up, and then they go and weigh them, and they pour the cotton into the trucks or the trailers they have, and weigh how much cotton it is first, and then dump the cotton into a truck, and then get paid by the 100 pounds, or how many pounds you have and you go by how many hundreds of pounds you make, or we used to make, yeah.
Let me do a close-up of your tag here. Pizcas del amanecer hasta anochecer.
That's not fish.
The dancing you talked about, that's something you would do growing up in
Yes.
Bolt, and you would go dancing.
Yes, and of course that's not finished. But it's about there's going to be two the accordionist and the guitarist, which is not finished yet, and dancing. It were beautiful dances, a lot of music, and I just loved it. I was a good dancer.
I haven't danced much conjunto, but usually I dance by myself.
Well, I danced with a lot of conjuntos. I love
I dance
conjuntos.
by myself because I'm not a good follower or leader, and I just kind of do my own thing, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoy the music, and I love the accordion.
I still do. I love the music.
Mm-hmm.
There's no more dances like that, but which is crazy about it. Well, myself, with a bunch of kids, we go dance all the time. And those are the conjuntos we dance for. That's going to be metal, and you're going to be cut out in metal. Conjunto Tejano.
Is this a healing of the sick?
Now that's Jesus,
Mm-hmm.
when he was gotten down from it's not finished yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to finish it very quickly. When he was crucified and was brought down,
Oh, okay.
and he skewered somebody. That's
What is this made out of?
It's paper mache in fiberglass. It's fiberglass. It's got Hinojosa again, running away, being chased by people, by the Texas Rangers.
And here you have the Aztec earth god with that same media. And it's in your living room. What's going on in this one?
Well, this is going to be like people that came to San Diego. It was like a big place where they used to come and going from San Diego, coming in from San Diego, coming in from Mexico, coming in from San Antonio. They would come in and stay at this place and change horses. They change the horses and they get some other ones and haul them out somewhere else. It's just like a place where they used to. They didn't stay there. They just
Like had a rest area.
a little rest area. Yes.
So they have like a restaurant inside and
Yes.
and restrooms. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not finished yet.
Mhm.
And that's.
And you grew up seeing these places?
No,
No?
just hearing about
Just
that.
hearing about it?
Yes. There's places there in San Diego like that one there.
Mhm.
San Diego, Texas.
Did you ride horses?
No.
Me either. Can I pull this one up?
Sure.
When did you paint this one?
Which one?
This one here?
Oh, I painted that when I was in junior high.
It's
Just like
beautiful. It's beautiful. When you see nights like that, they're just gorgeous. Is it a night that you remember
Yes.
around here?
Yes.
And then this one, is this a pen or marker?
I did that when I was in the 6th or 7th grade.
Wow.
Remembering how we used to pick cotton. And when there was rain, instead of cotton picking, they play, they call it la rayita, a little straight line, and people threw money at it, nickels and whatever you had. And whichever was close to a line would win and pick up all the rest of the money. And I remember that it had rained, and I just decided to make a picture of that when I was in 6th grade. Fifth, 6th grade.
Where were you a student?
I was at Nair School.
At Nair?
Mm-hmm.
But you did this at home?
Yes, I did it at home, just out of memory. Yeah. But looking at remembering what had taken place. We went to pick cotton and we couldn't pick cotton because it was raining. The cotton was wet and we too heavy. So we tried to wait until it would dry out, but it never did dry out. So people would play the little line, La Rayita, and we just hang around.
Wow. That's beautiful for you to have done this at such a young age. So much detail in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can see that it's a little old. I'm sorry that
No,
you have it on such
no.
a ugly.
No, it adds to it though. I mean, and that's the thing with artists, like you use what you have, right?
Yeah.
And at that age too, you know, you don't have money they didn't have canvases back then.
No.
Yeah.
Just drawings.
Yeah. And you found a way. You found a way.
I used to draw in loose leaf. I have some drawings in loose leaf. I don't know what I have, but I do have them.
May I turn it around to see? Is it like a panel? Yeah, look. It's a wall panel.
Mm-hmm.
We still have some in our house.
Still?
Mm-hmm. And this one?
I just play with color. I saw a tree and I try to put color in between the tree, you know, trying to make it a little more artistic. Just limbs and try to use color the spaces in color. Well, that's playing around with spaces in color, I guess.
Did you paint over something else?
No, this is a canvas. One of those.
But is there a picture behind it?
No, it's
I see some figures. Or did you paint that into it?
no. That's I painted that. All of that is painted. It's just canvas, square canvas.
When did you paint this one?
When I was in high school.
But again, you didn't paint it at school. You painted it here.
Yes.
I mean, wherever you were living.
At home.
Were there many art shows at school when you were in school?
We had some. I had a very good art teacher.
What was their name?
There was Mr. Gonzalez and Mr. Britton.
Mm-hmm.
This is
What did your students say about this when it happened? Or when you worked on it? As you all worked on it and then after?
yeah. Well, when we started, that was actually the beginning of the sculpture came out in Book World Guinness.
Mm-hmm.
It was the biggest sculpture in toothpicks, abstract, that's ever been done. I challenged my students and said we could make something very unique, and they did it. It's the biggest sculpture ever done in toothpicks.
Selena Gonzalez 13, Israel Gomez 14. Mm-hmm. Just trying to find. And that's something I hadn't heard about, you know. I mean, I think when students, when students are recognized for, and the teachers are recognized for something that that should be part of what kids learn about in
Yes.
school.
Learn to,
That it
to
happened
create.
locally. Yes.
That's what I would teach them all the time. Be creative. Everybody's an artist. I would tell them that. We are all, you're a human being, you're an artist.
Here, tell them again. Will you tell them again?
I would tell my students that all humans are artists. All humans are artists. All you have to do is just try it, and then you would create. We were given that gift by God. Animals cannot do that. Humans can do that. No matter the race. We're all humans. Because when I get my students, they would tell me, we're not artists. Of course you are. Especially if you, most of my students were Mexican Americans, a mixture of Spanish and Indian. And I would tell them, if you have both of those, then you really have a lot of art. And I proved to them. And then they started doing incredible works. Really and truly. They did incredible works.
Thank you for that.
I like boxing. And let's see those guys being beaten so much. And one time I did that. It was inhumane to me.
You boxed?
No.
Or you just watched?
I just watched.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I guess if it's in a controlled situation,
Yeah.
it's just
those guys just
testing their strength.
Yes.
Or acting out
Mm-hmm.
their anger.
Yes.
There's still boxing clubs here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's some in Ruffstown, and in Corpus. I know there's a few of them. Very good boxers coming out of Corpus.
Just taking a break from work.
Yeah, when I was a teenager, I saw this guy, taking a break. He was a painter, taking a break, or at lunch. He was at lunch, and I saw him just looking out the window, and he impressed me, and kept it in my mind. And I came home and I did it.
Did you know him?
He's one of the workers that worked with my brother, my sister, and my older brother. He did some drywall.
Thank you for letting me show your unfinished pieces.
Okay. Well, that's going to be welders doing a different type of welders. I respected welders because a friend that did the cut out for me for the sculpture
Oh, okay.
really helped me out.
Where are they from? Where did they get?
From here.
From here?
They moved to Corpus.
Do you know why they moved?
They just did, yeah.
Didn't say like for more work or
yeah,
scenery.
He was an engineer.
And they'll work on the other pieces that you're gonna have made. Or?
Yeah. The cutouts.
Did you watch them when they cut up
Yes.
the one that's installed by the railroad
I
tracks?
was there. I was there.
Oh, I didn't see this one. What's that one? propane tanks.
Yes. Would pass by there at night and kind of impressed me, the light and dark light and the shapes.
So these are all from memory and things that you've seen, and then you just go by memory.
Yes. I see them and then I come to them. Oh, here.
Is there anything else you'd like to share?
No, that's it.
It's a lot. It's amazing. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm so happy I met you. What, has it been 2 years I met you?
2 years.
In 2023. And yeah, we both are artists, and being from a small South Texas town and where it's mostly run by the athletic,
Yeah.
the sports. That's usually what makes the news around here is the sports, and I hope in our community we'll see more. We'll make the artists more visible in our community. That's my hope. And like you said, everyone's an artist, so we need to have an everyone artist exhibition or something where
Yes.
everyone who wants to participate, they just bring whatever it is, even if it's unfinished, right?
Right.
If it's unfinished, let's just show up and share with one another and look to see at the creativity that we have, and hopefully we'll remove a lot of the barriers that we see in regards to maybe class or political views.
Right.
Because that keeps us in such a separation, and that's the main thing that's hurting us.
Yes.
So in saying it and putting out there, that's something I hadn't thought of before until now. So that's good. So that's good. And I thank you. And I appreciate you inviting us into your home and allowing us to film your space and take pictures that we'll share. And
Well, this is my studio, and it's a little messed up, I guess.
well, no, it's your order. It's your order of your things. It's your order. Or like how some people say it's a beautiful mess, right? Because it's creative space.
That's I never heard of that. Beautiful mess. Well, it's a mess.
Beautiful
to me.
Yes, it's beautiful to me too. And it just goes to show you, how you start working on one thing and you never know where else it's going to lead you.
Mm-hmm. True.
And your curiosity, it's like, oh, let me try this. Oh, let me try that. And what did you start off with? Was it painting or drawing?
Drawing. Loose leaf most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only thing when it was elementary.
And then you went into, you started doing the drywall. Is that what led you to the cement? Or did you get into sculpture?
Well, that led me to the cement because of I was a painter.
Mm-hmm.
My older brothers were paint contractors, and they taught me how to be a painter, from drywaller to a finisher, all kinds of paints. It came easy for me to do all of that. And I just continued doing more and more. So I learned came up with the idea of doing because I was a drywaller, came up with the idea of instead of taping and floating and texturing, came up with the idea of doing one product, doing the whole thing all at once. And I made it, and I have the patent for that.
You invented it.
I invented it.
Wow.
I invented it. So they gave me, and I have the invention, the whole thing. But I've never had money to do that. But I do have it.
Hopefully someone out there will.
One of these days.
Yeah. Because I just, like I said, I worked on my room doing the drywall and then doing the corners where you have to do the taping and in between the
Instead
sheets
of that,
and
but it's you just blow it and
that would save a lot of time.
and money.
And money, yes.
Yeah.
Although I did enjoy doing the texturing on the wall. I did a hand texture with the palette. But as far as that goes, I guess maybe that would be that could be like the finished.
Well, congratulations. Nobody even attempts to do that.
I had fun doing it. I had fun. And I think because a lot of my art pieces too, I like to add texture to them. And this was like this whole wall. So even though, I didn't necessarily do it like I would a painting, but just the motion of it was very calming for me. And I think that's why I was able to keep up with it. However, on the ceiling, I did buy a roller to roll the mud up on the ceiling. But as far as the walls, yeah.
You don't roll your face?
No,
not too much?
A little bit, not too much. Some of my clothes, but it washes off quick and easy.
Yes.
Yeah. It's messy, but you clean it up and it's
easy,
fine.
Easy.
Yeah. And then, or if it falls on the floor and dries, you just scrape it off.
That's right.
Yeah. But I had fun working with it. I really did.
Congratulations. Girls don't attempt that. I'm surprised.
I like
the painting, yes, but getting into drywall, no.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
First person that I see that does that.
I'll invite you to my studio, my room studio then, one of these days. Okay. You can see it.
Okay.
But here's Mr. Servando Hinojosa, Alice, Texas. Thank you for watching. Share with your friends and your family. This is local history. And we need to learn more about it in our schools and our communities. I encourage you to go out into your neighborhoods and, you meet people and just have a conversation and record it. That's what we did. But thank you again. Y'all take care out there.